Welcome back. It is game 2 of the World Series as the Diamondbacks are on the road to face the Rangers. A crazy game last night. We'll talk about that in a second. It is Austin joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. Fortunately, the crazy game, we did go 0-1. They had the Diamondbacks team total under 3.5. They got Eovaldi in. Then they didn't really score after that. But talk about a crazy game, Logan. I mean, if you were at the bed and you were a Diamondbacks money line better, they were up, 2 going into the bottom of the ninth. Came in into the core Seager bomb, and then Adolis Garcia walks it off. I mean, Adolis is just, I think he set an MLB record for RBIs, if I'm not mistaken. And he's still got plenty more games in the postseason. So either way, it was a crazy game. Logan, I'll let you touch on that, and then we'll dive into today's pick.
Yeah, game one was really crazy. As you mentioned, I had a bad read with Diamondbacks team total, but I told you I wanted to pick the Rangers to win. It's just I would have had to chase the run line yesterday, but it was just a crazy game. And my pick today, I'll touch on it in a second, but my pick today is one of those picks that it's like, do you see a potential hangover coming for the Diamondbacks? Because I don't care what you want to say, to have victory like that secured and then it just blows away like that. Oof, that's dicey.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. I'm glad to see the first World Series game be pretty good. Hopefully the next, however many more we have in this series are really good, just like that one. Now, I do have some sad news for the people out there. I know we'll get some comments asking where our NFL long shot parlay video is. As you can see, Logan and I are both on the road. We both got busy things to do, so we're going to take 1 week off of the NFL long shot parlay. That video is normally posted Saturday nights. So if you're looking for it, you won't see it, but you will have a bunch of NFL props that we'll post, I believe, around 1 p.m. Eastern. You'll see that video for Sunday. And of course, you can go see our NBA picks, which we had a 5-0 sweep last night. So check out that. Finally, you can choose your offer with Bet365. We just talked about them yesterday. New users have 2 offers they can choose. We'll get $150 in bonus bets or get a first bet safety net up to $1,000. Details down below. It's available in New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, Kentucky, Colorado, and Iowa. Logan's best value is on Bet365 today in the NBA video, which I haven't recorded yet, but I know the plays. It has a Bet365 or a same game parlay with better value than any other book. So again, if you're in New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, Kentucky, Colorado, or Iowa, take advantage of Bet365. We love them. But Logan, I already spoiled what book you're on. What pick are you going with in game 2?
Yeah, no surprise here. I got to fade the Snakes. I'm taking the Rangers -1.5 plus 130 odds on Bet365, as you mentioned. Now, is there a huge difference between this and like FanDuel? No, because they're still getting in the plus 120s on the run line. Now, look, I wanted to take Rangers in game 1 in some form or fashion. They ended up winning, but not covering the run line. Now, the Rangers, we kind of talked about how they won. The offense took a while to heat up yesterday in game 1 of this one, but I see them scoring 2+ runs and kind of winning this one going away. Who do they got on the mound? I think they have their ace or their best pitching option today. Even though they pitched Nathan Eovaldi yesterday, I think Jordan Montgomery is still the guy I want in this one. Jordan Montgomery starts for the Rangers, 2.16 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP in the postseason for Jordan Montgomery. He's been absolutely lights out. He's the guy I want to back and who I think gives them the best chance to win and cover the run line. In the regular season, Montgomery faced the Diamondbacks twice. He went 4 innings pitched, 7 earned runs in April as a member of the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, anything Cardinals related this year has been poverty, so it's no surprise that he got absolutely touched up in that game. But then he faced them as a member of the Rangers, and he went 8 innings pitched, 0 earned runs back in August. So he had almost a complete game shutout against them after facing them a second time as a member of the Rangers. I really do think he's in store for more of a outing like that because he's better than a 4 innings pitch, 7 earned run guy. He's not that. Jordan Montgomery is a really great pitcher at getting the swing and a miss and inducing the ground ball outs. He keeps his pitch mix down in the zone, which makes it hard for these hitters to elevate for extra base hits. Yesterday, we saw Nathan Eovaldi give up a lot of extra base hits, actually way more than I ever really expected. He gave up a home run to Pham. He gave up some deep doubles at the wall. The Diamondbacks' success yesterday came from Eovaldi missing his locations. He was elevating up in the zone. You saw that the Pham home run was up and in. Jordan Montgomery's really good at not doing that. Now, knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood right now because hopefully he is able to come out pretty sharp in this one and paint the corners like Jordan Montgomery does. That's why he's so good. He's a down pitcher. He gets the sinker down and hopefully his pitches sink and do not stay up in the zone. Because, Arizona is obviously a capable offense. People said I disrespected them yesterday. I'm sorry, okay? They heard what I said. They still lost the game yesterday, and I still think they're going to lose today. Arizona hitting 250 against lefties in the postseason, though. And the reason why I like Jordan Montgomery as a lefty specifically is because it goes lefty-lefty to Corbin Carroll. Now, Corbin Carroll can hit left-handed pitching. He has hit left-handed pitching, but it still is a little bit advantageous for the lefty-lefty matchup. And it also flips Ketel Marte to being a righty. And we know Ketel Marte as a righty is not as good as he is as a lefty. He's a switch hitter. And I do think that matchup does bode well for Jordan Montgomery. As long as he comes out sharp today, we should stand a really good chance at keeping the Diamondbacks. Look, I know how this works too. Whenever I lose a bet, usually in the next day it hits. So if the Diamondbacks put up, 1 or 2 runs today total, just know where it came from. But who's starting for the Diamondbacks today? It's Merrill Kelly, 2.65 ERA and a 1 WHIP in the postseason. Merrill Kelly's been a really solid pitching option for them as well. He's been their 1A, 1B guy. Obviously with Zach Allen. Zach Allen didn't look all that great last night, but Kelly had a great 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run in a crucial Game 6 against the Phillies. We remember that game. I remember it all too well, unfortunately. But when Philly was a better offense, see that this is when their bats just went ice cold to end the series. When Philly could actually hit with runners in scoring position, and when they were a competent offense, Kelly only went 5 2/3 innings, but she allowed 4 earned runs in that one. And now, like the Phillies, the Rangers are one of those teams that they have slugging all throughout the order, and I think they can definitely do damage like that to Merrill Kelly. I actually kind of look at both of those teams as very similar to each other, except for the Rangers did not go cold when it mattered, unlike the Phillies. Now Kelly has a walk problem. He's walked several batters in his last 2 starts. He has 3 walks in each of his last 2 starts. Now, against a team like the Phillies that couldn't hit, that might not come back to bite you. But the Rangers offense is absolutely heating up and came through with the clutch inning when they needed to last night. I mean, there's nothing more clutch than being down in the 9th inning, needing those few runs, and your best player, your superstar, or actually maybe you can say Seager or Garcia, whichever is better, but Seager came through in the 9th, and you got a Garcia coming through in the 11th. Texas is hitting 263 in the postseason, and with these red hot hitters, I'm willing to trust them to be able to continue to hit and to hit Merrill Kelly in this one. Now let's talk about bullpens, because this is where it was decided last night. Baseball is a 9-inning game, sometimes even 11 innings when it has to be. Texas has a 3.29 ERA in the postseason. Arizona, 3.15 ERA in the postseason. I look at these 2 bullpens. I kind of mentioned it yesterday. I really do think the Arizona bullpens do the hardest regression. I think both are obviously do regression, considering what we saw in the postseason. But you know what? The Rangers bullpen came down yesterday. They held it down after Nathan Eovaldi came out. The Diamondbacks didn't score on the Rangers bullpen once Nathan Eovaldi came out. Yeah, he gave up all 5 of those runs. The exact opposite was true for the Diamondbacks bullpen. They needed to shut them down when it mattered most, and what did they get? They got a blown Paul Sewald save. And that's really concerning to me, because it's like if your closer, is blowing those games, just like Craig Kimbrell did in the last series, it spells trouble for the bullpen, because then you're maybe thinking, oh, we need to change up the setup and how it works. And let's just also remember that both these teams did go, they had 11 innings yesterday. Who's the deeper bullpen? Who do you think the deeper bullpen? I personally think it's the Texas Rangers. I think they're the deeper bullpen. I think they're the slightly better bullpen. And playing at home, obviously where they're familiar, I think the bullpens can be the deciding factor. And I think if let's just say the Rangers hypothetically are up 1 run, can they get an extra run to cover the run line against the Diamondbacks bullpen? I absolutely think so. The opportunity's there for the Rangers to take a commanding 2-0 lead. I think they do just that today. I think they win this one by 2+ runs. Take that commanding 2-0 lead, and hopefully, go back to Arizona and close out these Diamondbacks.
Logan, 100% on you. I think this is a really good spot to back them. Obviously, if you want to lay a little bit of juice, you can take the money line, but I think that there's value taking the 1.5. We really haven't seen, honestly, this whole postseason a ton of games decided by just one run. I would have to go back and check, but I know at least of the first 20 games, only like 3 were decided by one run. So I like the value there at plus 130. We'll see if they can go back to Arizona up 2-0. We'll see. But Sunday, no baseball, but we will be back on Monday, hopefully recapping a 1-0 day. We do have our NBA best bets video on the screen. Go check out that. When the NFL one is live at 1 p.m. on Saturday, go check out that one as well. And then if you want to go check out the Victor Wembanyama first game, definitely go show that some love. But Austin Logan signing out. Let's get back into a winning streak for the MLB. We certainly are due. We'll see you guys back for game 3 from our World Series peeps. We'll see you then. Peace.